Welcome to BayhillNews.net Local News. Local news is sponsored by.
You can now order your roti skins from Des Tasty Treats and Roti Skins at telephone 1784-528-2979 or pick up Des Tasty Treats and Roti Skins at Randy's Supermarket. More products are coming soon from Des Tasty Treats and Roti Skins.
In the news.
Professor Dr. Richard Robertson explains the current situation at La Soufriere. The volcanologist says there has been unusual activity at La Soufriere and the seismic team is investigating. Meanwhile, Nemo has advised that no one should visit La Soufriere at this time. Parkland Fuel, the parent company of Sol EC Limited based in Canada, is proud to support local communities through its Parkland Pledge initiative. This program allows Sol St. Vincent employees annually to donate to a charity or institution of their choice, giving them the opportunity to make a meaningful impact in their communities. The Haruna Karate Federation is a non-profit organization recognized as the governing body for karate in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Our mission is to support, develop and advance the practice of karate throughout St. Vincent and the Grenadines, whilst promoting values such as discipline, health, and personal development through the practice of the art. The Federation benefits individuals of all ages and backgrounds through engagement with the community through its clubs to offer karate classes, workshops, and events that helps to foster teamwork and sportsmanship. As a nonprofit, we are dedicated to serving our sporting community by reinvesting any surplus funds into supporting our members by providing safety and training equipment to bolster their development and growth in a safe and enabling environment. In addition, through our clubs, we are engaged in various initiatives and outreach programs which target the vulnerable persons within our country, such as working along with Red Roots and Seroptimist International to combat violence against young girls and women, giving to the elderly and those in need through homes for the elderly, providing avenues for vulnerable children to become engaged in and obtain discipline and direction through karate, and bringing help and joy to the Guadalupe Home for Girls and the St. Benedict's Day Nursery and Children's Home. We are very grateful for the donation by Sol EC Limited, which would go a long way towards furthering our activities. Police arrested and charged Elrico Frederick, a 34-year-old salesman of Cane Grove, with the offense of criminal assault. According to the investigation, the accused assaulted a 61-year-old vendor of diamond by pointing a gun at him with the intent to commit an offense of bodily harm. The offense was committed on October 5, 2024, at Kingstown. Frederick appeared before the Serious Offences Court on October 7, 2024, and pleaded not guilty to the charge. The conditions of his station bail continues, and the matter was adjourned and transferred to the Kingstown Magistrate Court for trial on October 8, 2024. Interpol has partnered with the Caribbean Community, CARICOM, Implementation Agency for Crime and Security, Impacts, to host the 8th edition of the Dialogue on an Effective Multilateral Policing Architecture Against Global Threat, under the theme of an integrated security architecture. Multilateral Action for a Safer World. The event takes place at the Lloyd Erskine Sandiford Conference Center, LESC, in Barbados from 9 to 10 October 2024. The overarching theme of the 8th edition constitutes a continuation of the work undertaken in the 6th edition in New York, December 2022, and sustained throughout the 7th edition in Abu Dhabi, October 2023, in two main areas, namely the identification of ways to track the effective implementation of the reviewed Global Policing Goals, GPGs, through identifying and tracking of individual and joint relevant endeavors deployed by the dialogue entities, and 2, the efforts to establish a global model of law enforcement data sharing by working with member countries to identify channels of communication, set sharing standards, and foster cooperation through the implementation of the critical next steps highlighted in the report titled Considerations for a Global Operating Model for Sharing Data. The 8th edition will therefore mark the conclusion of the conceptual phase of the aforementioned areas, and the steps needed for long-term implementation of the GPGs and a global operating model for data sharing. The discussion during this year's Dialogue edition will look at modalities to collectively increase collaboration and ensure an operational impact against the reviewed GPGs. Set a common path to more cohesive and effective global data sharing model. Lieutenant Colonel Michael Jones, Executive Director, CARICOM Impacts, stated it is an honor to partner with Interpol to host this very important forum, which will see a gathering of law enforcement professionals from regional and international policing and law enforcement entities. This is a testament to our collective commitment to combating crime and ensuring the safety of our citizenry. We believe that this dialogue will provide a valuable platform for sharing best practices, strengthening partnerships, and addressing the evolving challenges we all face in the fight against crime, he added. Mr. Jürgen Stock, Secretary General, Interpol, said, "The dialogue is a collective commitment to making the world a safer place by ensuring that international law enforcement organizations pool efforts and avoid duplication wherever possible." I am proud to see the dialogue continue to develop in its 8th edition and thank CARICOM Impacts for hosting what promises to be a meaningful forum for the future of international police cooperation. A joint declaration reflecting the outcome of the discussions and as well as a way forward will be produced at the end of this year's dialogue. Police arrested and charged Joshua James, a 19-year-old laborer of Bayhill, with the offenses of damage to property and assault. According to the investigations, the accused without lawful excuse damaged one blue Samsung Galaxy A21s smartphone, the property of a 29-year-old customer assistant of Bayhill, valued at $1,000 ACC by striking same with a blunt object. He was further charged with assaulting the virtual complainant, by striking her on her right hand with a piece of stick, causing actual bodily harm. The offenses were committed on September 21, 2024 and between October 4, 2024 and October 5, 2024, respectively. James appeared before the Kingstown Magistrate Court on October 7, 2024 and pleaded not guilty to both charges. He was ordered to compensate the complainant in the sum of $1,000 ACC in 4 months or spend 3 months in prison. He was also placed on a bond for 1 year. In default he will pay $1,000 ACC or spend 10 months in prison. Police arrested and charged Ishmael Strain Henry, a 40-year-old laborer of Victoria Village, with the offenses of common assault, throwing missiles, and threatening language. Preliminary investigations have revealed that the accused unlawfully assaulted a 59-year-old supervisor of Victoria Village by lifting him up and attempting to slam him on the ground. Henry was also charged with throwing bottles and a piece of block at the complainant. Additionally, he was charged with using threatening language, likely to cause a breach of the peace, by saying, "Come lay me kill yo now." The offenses were committed on October 4, 2024, in Victoria Village. The defendant appeared before the Kalliaqua Magistrate Court on October 7, 2024 and pleaded guilty to all charges. He was placed on a bond for 1 year. In default he will pay $500 ACC or spend 3 months in prison. Police arrested and charged Matthew Primus, a 54-year-old landscaper of Rillon Hill, with two counts of assault. According to the investigations, the accused assaulted a 27-year-old self-employed resident of the same address by striking her about the body with a cutlass and a hammer. He was also charged with assaulting a minor, also of the same address, by pushing her onto the ground with his hands, causing actual bodily harm. The offenses were committed on June 16, 2024, at Rillon Hill. Primus appeared before the Kingstown Magistrate Court on October 7, 2024 and pleaded not guilty to the charges. He was granted composite bail in the sum of $2,500 ACC with one surety. He was also ordered not to have any contact with the complainant and disclosure was ordered by November 4, 2024. The trial date is set for November 27, 2024. On October 10, 2024, police arrested and charged Fillmore Lett, a 49-year-old farmer of Fitzhughes, with the offense of grievous bodily harm. According to the investigations, the accused allegedly inflicted grievous bodily harm on a 42-year-old domestic of Chateau Bayhill by striking her on the left side of her face with his hands. The offense was committed on September 9, 2024, in Chateaubelair. Lett appeared before the Serious Offences Court on October 7, 2024, and pleaded not guilty to the charge. He was granted bail in the sum of $3,000 ACC with one surety. He was also ordered to report to the Chateaubelair police station every Wednesday between 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. The matter was adjourned and transferred to the Chateaubelair Magistrate Court for trial on October 10, 2024. Police arrested and jointly charged Isaiah Phillips, a 23-year-old farmer, Jaron Abraham, a 21-year-old farmer, Damien Baptiste, a 29-year-old farmer, and Shaquem Bola, a 21-year-old farmer, all residents of Trinidad and Tobago, with the offenses of possession of controlled drugs and drug trafficking. Preliminary investigations have revealed that the accused men were found in possession of 108,960 grams of cannabis, a controlled drug, with the intent to supply it to another. Additionally, they were charged with possession of 108,960 grams of cannabis for the purpose of drug trafficking. The four farmers, along with Tevin Matthews, a 30-year-old farmer of Trinidad and Tobago, were also charged with conspiracy to commit drug trafficking. Investigations revealed that between February 1, 2024, and October 4, 2024, the five men agreed to work together to carry out actions that, if completed, would result in drug trafficking. The offenses were committed on October 3, 2024, in Petit Bordeaux. All five men appeared before the Serious Offences Court on October 7, 2024. The Trinidadians pleaded guilty with an explanation, and the magistrate entered a not guilty plea on their behalf. They were remanded into custody until October 9, 2024. Tevin Matthews pleaded not guilty to his charge and was granted bail in the sum of $2,500 ACC with one surety. He was also ordered to report to the Chateaubelair police station every Monday between 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. and to surrender all travel documents. Stop notices were placed at all port of entries. The matter was adjourned to October 9, 2024.
This end of our local news. Local news is sponsored by.
You can now order your roti skins from Des Tasty Treats and Roti Skins at telephone 1784-528-2979 or pick up Des Tasty Treats and Roti Skins at Randy's Supermarket. More products are coming soon from Des Tasty Treats and Roti Skins.
Jump.